Few things are more satisfying in tennis than the sound of the ball rocketing off your racket, leaving your opponent scrambling to react. When it comes to players who embody effortless power, Jannik Sinner stands out. With his lean frame and precise timing, he generates incredible force on his shots. But here's the thing. His power isn't just about perfect technique or physical strength, it's also about the tools he uses to train. Yes, the right training equipment can make a huge difference in how much power you can add to your game. Today, we're taking a closer look at one specific tool that has helped Sinner unlock another level of explosiveness in his ground strokes. This isn't just something reserved for the pros. It's a tool you could try yourself to enhance your own game. It might just be the edge you need to transform your shots into something that commands the court. Power in tennis isn't just about hitting flashy winners. It plays a much bigger role in shaping the flow of a match. A powerful shot can turn a neutral rally into an offensive one, forcing your opponent to defend or even make errors. When your strokes consistently carry depth, pace, and weight, you dictate the rally. You put pressure on your opponent with every swing, making it easier to control points and create opportunities. That's exactly what Sinner excels at. His power is precise and tactical, allowing him to dominate from the baseline and take control early. But the secret to his strength doesn't lie only in technique. It's also about knowing which tools can help you train more effectively and maximize your potential. One of the key training aids Sinner uses is designed to build explosive force and efficiency in his strokes. While the exact tool will be revealed in the video, it's worth understanding why this kind of equipment matters. For starters, it helps reinforce proper mechanics. Generating power in tennis isn't just about swinging harder. It's about syncing your body in a way that transfers energy seamlessly from your feet to your racket. This tool works by improving that coordination, making sure every part of your body contributes to the shot. It also adds resistance or feedback, which is crucial for building strength and speed. Training with resistance forces you to push harder, mimicking the kind of effort you'd need in a high-pressure match. Over time, this not only builds muscle memory, but also trains your body to move with more intensity and efficiency. The beauty of a tool like this is its versatility. It's not limited to improving just one part of your game. Whether you're working on your forehand, backhand, or even your serve, this aid can help you develop more power across the board. Of course, technique is still the foundation of any great shot, but even the most polished mechanics have their limits without proper training. Think of it like a car with a high-performance engine. If you're using low-grade fuel, you'll never reach top speed. This kind of training tool acts like premium fuel, allowing you to get the most out of your technique. For players of all levels, this could be a game changer. If you've ever felt like your shots lacked the bite to truly challenge your opponent, a tool like this might be the answer. Adding power isn't just about hitting harder. It's about making your shots more effective. A heavier ball is harder to handle, keeps your opponent on their heels, and opens up opportunities for you to take control of the point. While his raw talent and impeccable technique are undeniable, there's a key element in his training that often goes unnoticed: the use of resistance bands. Specifically, Sinner incorporates resistance band exercises into his routine to develop rotational power, an essential component of the modern tennis game. Resistance bands may seem simple, but they are among the most effective tools for improving power, strength, and control in tennis-specific movements. By focusing on arm and rotational exercises with these bands, Sinner can generate the explosive force required to hit heavy, powerful shots that penetrate the court. To understand why this is so effective, we need to break down the mechanics of these exercises and the muscles they target, as well as the benefits they provide for tennis players at every level. Rotational power in tennis is critical because so much of the sport relies on twisting movements, whether it's during a forehand, backhand, serve, or even a return of serve. Unlike running or lifting weights, tennis is a sport dominated by rotational energy. Resistance bands allow players to mimic these rotational movements in a controlled environment, improving their ability to generate force efficiently and safely. For Sinner, who relies heavily on his ability to hit hard and dictate points, this type of training is invaluable. When performing resistance band exercises to enhance rotational power, several key muscle groups are engaged. One of the primary areas of focus is the shoulder girdle, which includes the deltoids, rotator cuff muscles, and trapezius. These muscles are essential for stabilizing and generating force during the swing. Strong shoulders not only contribute to power, but also protect against injuries, a common concern for tennis players who repeatedly put stress on this area. The core is another critical component in rotational training. Resistance band exercises like twists or chops activate the obliques, transverse abdominis, and rectus abdominis. These muscles form the foundation for rotational movements, connecting the lower and upper body to ensure energy flows smoothly through the kinetic chain. In tennis, the core is responsible for initiating almost every shot, whether it's a forehand, backhand, or serve. A strong core allows players to generate power without over-relying on their arms, reducing fatigue and improving shot consistency. Resistance band training also strengthens the arms and forearms, which play a significant role in racket control and ball speed. Movements like band pulls or presses engage the biceps, triceps, and wrist extensors, ensuring that the player can maintain a firm grip on the racket and execute explosive swings without losing stability. For a player like Sinner, who hits with tremendous speed and spin, strong arms are vital for maintaining precision and power throughout long matches. The hips and glutes are equally important in rotational power. Tennis players generate force from the ground up, and the hips act as a bridge between the lower body and the torso. Resistance band exercises that involve twisting or lateral movements engage the gluteus maximus, gluteus medius, and hip flexors. Strong, flexible hips allow players to rotate more efficiently, creating a whip-like effect that adds speed and spin to their shots. One of the most significant benefits of resistance band training is that it improves functional strength. Unlike traditional weightlifting, which often isolates specific muscles, resistance band exercises engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously. This makes the training more sport-specific, as tennis requires the coordination of various body parts to produce a single fluid movement. By working the entire kinetic chain, these exercises ensure that power is generated efficiently and without unnecessary strain. Another advantage is injury prevention. Tennis players are prone to overuse injuries, particularly in the shoulder, elbow, and wrist. Resistance bands provide a safe way to strengthen these areas without putting undue stress on the joints. The elastic resistance offered by the bands mimics the natural range of motion in tennis, allowing players to build strength while improving flexibility and joint stability. For Sinner, who has experienced the physical demands of the professional tour, this type of training is crucial for maintaining peak performance and longevity. Beyond physical strength, resistance band exercises also improve coordination and proprioception. These are essential for controlling the body during dynamic movements. For example, when Sinner winds up for a forehand, he must coordinate his hips, core, and shoulders to execute the shot effectively. Resistance band training teaches the body to work as a unit, improving timing and balance during these complex movements. The benefits of rotational power go beyond just hitting harder. A well-developed rotational movement allows for better shot placement and the ability to adapt to different playing styles. For instance, when Sinner needs to counter an opponent's powerful baseline shots, his rotational strength helps him absorb the incoming force and redirect it with precision. Similarly, when he steps inside the court to attack, his ability to rotate quickly and explosively gives him the edge to finish points decisively. The toning ball is a small, weighted ball designed to enhance strength, power, and coordination. For tennis players like Sinner, it's a highly effective training aid because it mimics the mechanics of the sport, especially the rotational movements involved in ground strokes and serves. One of the key exercises he incorporates with the toning ball is rotational throws, which simulate the twisting motion of a forehand, backhand, or serve. Rotational throws with the toning ball are not just about building strength. They train the body to generate and transfer power efficiently through the kinetic chain. This chain begins with the legs, flows through the core, and ends with the arms and wrists. The better a player can coordinate these movements, the more power they can produce. This is where the toning ball becomes invaluable. It provides resistance and feedback while closely replicating the movements used during a match. The primary muscles activated during rotational throws include the core muscles, particularly the obliques, transverse abdominis, and rectus abdominis. These muscles are crucial for generating rotational power and stabilizing the torso during dynamic movements. In tennis, the core acts as the bridge between the lower and upper body, ensuring that energy flows seamlessly from the ground up. A strong, explosive core not only allows players to hit harder, but also improves their balance and shot consistency. Rotational throws also engage the shoulder girdle, which includes the deltoids, rotator cuff muscles, and trapezius. These muscles are responsible for stabilizing the arm and shoulder during the throwing motion, ensuring that power is transferred smoothly to the racket. Strengthening the shoulder muscles is particularly important for tennis players, as the repetitive nature of the sport can place significant stress on this area. By incorporating toning ball exercises, players can reduce the risk of shoulder injuries while improving the efficiency of their strokes. The legs and hips are also heavily involved in rotational throws. The gluteus maximus, gluteus medius, quadriceps, and hamstrings work together to provide a stable base and generate upward and rotational force. The hips in particular play a critical role in the kinetic chain. A powerful hip rotation creates the torque needed for explosive ground strokes and serves. By using the toning ball to train these movements, players can enhance their ability to load and unload energy through their lower body, leading to more powerful and controlled shots. Jannik Sinner incorporates bungee resistance training bands into his workout regimen, tying them around his waist to enhance his power, agility, and overall performance on the court. This training aid is particularly effective for building explosive movement, which is critical in a sport like tennis, where quick changes of direction and bursts of speed are essential. When the bungee is tied to the waist, it creates resistance as the player moves forward, backward, or laterally. This resistance forces the body to engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously to overcome the tension. The primary muscles activated include the glutes, quadriceps, and hamstrings. These muscles are the powerhouse for explosive sprints and lateral movements. Strengthening them improves acceleration and agility, allowing players to chase down wide balls or recover to the baseline quickly after a deep shot. The core also plays a crucial role in maintaining stability during bungee training. The abdominal muscles, particularly the obliques and transverse abdominis, are engaged to keep the body balanced while under resistance. This translates to improved control and rotational power during ground strokes and serves. The calves and ankle stabilizers benefit as well, as the resistance increases the demand for quick, precise footwork. This leads to enhanced coordination and better court coverage. Bungee resistance training also improves endurance and reduces the risk of injury by strengthening the joints and connective tissues. For a player like Sinner, it's a perfect tool to refine explosiveness and mobility, ensuring he remains sharp and dominant during long matches.